Hello, welcome back to another episode of The Assembly Line. Today is October 24th, and it's the Hate Week podcast preview. We got the big one, Michigan State, 7:30, NBC. We'll see how it goes. We'll preview that game. Since we don't got the Lions to talk about, we'll give you a couple, favorite moments from this rivalry, at least in our lifetime. And then we'll do our picks, and we'll, end the show by talking the rest of Detroit sports news and whatnot. But any opening comments for to start this off?
You could say a lot is riding on the pretty much half of the state and how happy they are going into work on Monday.
Yes and no.
Yeah, half the state.
Well, half the state will
The
be
Michigan fans.
Yeah. Well, it's more than half, but yeah. I don't think. If you say happy, if you're talking sad, I don't know if, unless Michigan State pulls it out, I don't think. Even then, I guess half the state would be sad. I don't know. I'm just there's Spartan fans out there that either A, don't care, or B, want them to lose. It's probably a minority, but they're
which
still
is
out
crazy.
There. Yeah,
I know that's knucking
Yeah.
futs, and that's
yeah. I think it's crazy. I mean, you can expect them not to win, but to not want them to win is two totally different things. But any other opening comments before I get into a little bit of the game? No?
I should hold myself back.
Okay. So Michigan's won the last three. Last year was a close game. Michigan pulled it out, won by 7.
Yeah.
You got to go. You got to go all the way back to the last 15 games for Michigan State to have more wins than Michigan. If you go, 3, 4, 5, all the way, and at that, it's an 8-7 record. So if Michigan wins this game, you'd even have to go back even farther because it'd be 8-7 Michigan. But yeah, obviously, what?
I just wasn't following what you were saying. That's
right
all.
now it's 8 in the last 15. Michigan State's won 8. Michigan won 7. So if they win this next one, they would, Michigan State would get the 16th game gets erased, so their win gets erased. So they go on to 7, and now this game would add, Michigan had 7, they go to 8. That's all.
Gotcha.
I know it's probably hard to follow, but it works in my brain. That's why I could never be a math teacher or anything, or just a teacher in general. Looks, according to this, Michigan leads the series 74-38-5. No surprise there. Since World War II, I know it's been a little closer, but that's just for Michigan State fans to feel good about themselves. I was talking to someone this week, and I was like, yeah, I understand why Michigan used to bring up the past, because when you used to live through that, and those were the moments you lived for.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a double-edged sword there, because you don't want to say it, but at the same time, it's, you get it. But now for this game, I don't know. I'll let Ben. You start it off. What do you got?
Oh man, it's just one of those games that, gosh, I want to say it can go either way, but I'll guess I'll give my expectations later. But I think this is a game that Justice Haynes goes off.
Is he confirmed
Michigan State's
playing?
run defense.
If he plays,
I guess true.
What have you heard anything on that, Kyle? Seen anything?
Honestly, hand up. I haven't been paying attention to a lick about this game.
Yeah, me neither. This seems like it's the least. This seems like the least juiced. Yeah, it's like the least juiced game in a long time. I mean, last year was Jonathan Smith's first year. Michigan coming off the national championship. 2 years ago, it was a whole cheating thing. Michigan was really good. The year before that, it was the year after we beat Michigan, and we still had Keon Coleman and Peyton Thorne. Game before that, top 10. Game before that, COVID. I mean, guess that one probably didn't have a lot of juice either. But Just in general.
I don't think it did have a lot of juice because State was not playing well,
Well,
and they ended up
we
winning.
both only played one game. We lost to Rutgers, and you guys beat Minnesota.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, and
Yeah, and
so
you
like
were like,
Michigan.
Came in
yeah.
what, 28-point favorites or something
Yeah.
like that, 24
Yeah,
point
it was.
favorites.
But
Yeah.
the one thing I would say about that was Tucker's first time, so like it had a little bit, maybe not juice, but it had a little bit of storyline there because how was this going to happen without D'Antonio there? I think
Yeah.
part of the reason this has no juice is Jonathan Smith. Sorry to get off on like a tangent of not the game, but reading some of his quotes this week is just like he just does not understand this rivalry. He came when he got hired in. He was like, "Yeah,
I thought he figured it out after last year.
he said he did, but just because you say you do doesn't mean anything." When he first
That's what I'm saying.
when he first got hired, and he was like, "I know about in-state rivalries." And it's like Oregon State is not like Michigan and Michigan State. It's not like
Which is what
Auburn and Alabama. It's
Aiden
totally
Childs said.
different. The players seem to maybe get. I mean, apparently they had former players come in to talk to this team about what this rivalry means. If you got to have outside to talk about knowing what this rivalry is, I feel like you already lost. So you already put yourself in a hole. Not that you can't
Disagree
come
with
out
that a
of it.
little bit.
I'm not no, Ben. There's a difference between
Can't hurt you if you do
there's a
that.
difference between having them come in to pump you up and having them come in and teach you about the rivalry because you don't know anything about these two teams.
Okay. Yep.
That's yes, I agree.
That's
Like
fair.
when Coach D was there and he would bring in I don't even know, but someone. Le'Veon Bell to talk to the team, or just someone big. And it's like, yeah, we hate these guys, whatever. But when you have to teach them how to hate, it's different. And that's part of that's just having the carousel of coaches.
I think the players might
But-
understand it a little bit more after last year's like end of game altercation.
No, I agree with that, but at the same
So
time,
like
it's also
there's
new
a little
team. Like
bit there, but
we did have, we do have some of our key players are new players too, so. You gotta teach them and everything. But anyways, that's just
We're
my.
gonna have to reteach it every year too,
Yeah.
which is what Tucker did.
Yep. But yeah, you were saying about this was from Justice Haynes, but yeah, I
I
mean,
was gonna look
obviously
that
if he's going, it might be a tough day. I don't know. I don't remember how did Indiana run against us?
decent. No, I don't know actually.
Because obviously
think-
USC ran. I mean, I guess I don't. I'm forgetting the UCLA game happened too.
Their lead rusher had 64 yards.
Yeah, so I mean, like Justice Haynes hard to bottle up, but if you can bottle him up, I mean, it makes it.
I guess they
Michigan
had
State's
132.
kind of it's the number 7 or number 2 team, but yeah, I mean, if Justice Haynes has a game that he's capable of having, it might be wrapped just from that. You don't even need Bryce to throw the ball.
This is from 3 days ago, so I guess earlier on in the week. Fillmore expects Haynes, Moore, and Hillman to practice this week.
Okay.
So they're 2 safeties and the running back.
So it points to him
Linebacker
probably
also,
playing, but the key word's
Yeah.
practice. He could also be saying practice because he doesn't want to say they're going to be out for the game. So, but yeah, what else you got, Ben? Anything? At least surface level till we keep getting into it.
I don't really have too much. I mean,
Yeah.
I think we all have a feeling on how it's going to go. That's probably all the same feeling. I think this is a team that Bryce Underwood could kind of open it up against, let it fly. Not having the greatest DBs, or at least a hurt DB room.
maybe your front 4 like gets some pressure.
My thing to that is you got to remember Bryce
And
is
then pigs start to fly.
Bryce
He's
is
a
a
true
freshman
on the road.
Yeah, Bryce is a freshman, so like even if he does let it sling, like he hasn't made many mistakes, but as a freshman, you possibly, I mean, if you have to rely on him to make mistakes, it's going to be hard to win. But, yeah, like he can make mistakes. Like, he's not used to letting it air, so if you make him let it air, maybe he does make a mistake or two.
Yeah, but then the defense has to capitalize on those mistakes.
True.
Either
And then
A,
the offense
be in the
has to
right
as well.
spot, or B,
Yeah.
actually catch the ball or
Yep.
pick up the ball or whatever the mistake is. Um, but yeah, I could see the receivers having a good game.
Who's?
I have another 100 yard. The Michigan receivers. I can't really talk to Michigan's defense.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you got, Kyle?
Do you think Michigan State runs the ball against Michigan?
Yes, they will run the ball very efficiently. Probably not.
I think. I don't
I
think
think
it'll
they try
be.
to get Childs involved in the run game a little bit more. Like that's
Yeah.
got to be the game plan. So I don't think you can run it like just
That and
straight up.
you're gonna have to do quick passes again to keep. I mean,
Hmm.
Childs did that well. I think you were like against Indiana where they did quick hitters
Like
where
screens.
and you kept. I don't know if they had a sack on Childs just because everything was quick and he was quick to get rid of the ball. They didn't let Indiana's was big on pressure. Wink Martindale likes the pressure as well. So like just getting that ball out, quick could be big. And you do have playmakers. I mean, Kelly and Marsh are both playmakers that can make guys miss or can get a big play. You leave Nick Marsh one on one, hit a quick fade, on something like Nick Marsh could take that to the house. Unlikely. I mean, you'd have to break the first tackle, but it's possible. But in terms of running the ball, I don't see them having like a super successful day. But I think we're discredited. Like Michigan State hasn't looked great, and we did put up points against USC. Now their defense isn't great. USC did beat Michigan by more than they beat Michigan State. Like it's not like it's out of this world that Michigan State can't compete in this game.
I agree.
But Kyle, what do you got from Michigan's standpoint?
I have an interesting report. Cornerback Will Johnson knee is day to day, according to the Scores and Stats official preview picks and predictions for this
You're
game.
probably reading
He's on the
yes.
injury
You're
report.
probably reading
No, because
last
Justice
year's.
Haynes' abdomen is expected to return. Offensive lineman Giovanni Al-Hadi remains questionable. Cornerback Will Johnson knee day to day.
Is there a different Will Johnson?
No,
Maybe they put that in there. That's funny. They
it's
forgot to
just
delete
funny.
it. They forgot to delete it from
From
last
last
year's.
year.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's funny.
know. Anyways,
Besides Will John, well, I
that just
mean,
made me
that could
chuckle.
with the new laws that are passed. I mean, Izzo came out against G League players. So maybe Will
Yeah,
Johnson's coming back.
I think that's crazy. But anyways, yeah, I mean, what do you want my thoughts on? Like, do you want my thoughts on just the game in general, or my Michigan, how I think Michigan's going to do, or what are the keys to
We'll do we'll
them
do
getting upset?
we'll do keys for both teams at the end. We'll all give
Yeah,
them, but I'll give keys for Michigan State, twin keys for Michigan to win. But yeah, what do
I
you like
think
to?
Michigan. I think Michigan's going to be aggressive up front, and then it can go one of two ways after that. Is Michigan State running any type of tunnel screens or little quick halfback screens to slow down or mitigate Michigan's aggressiveness, so to say, in terms of like attacking the quarterback? Um, or is Michigan just going to be able to get it done and have great games out of their D line? Um, I think Michigan State's definitely going to be trying it, and if Michigan isn't prepared for it, then they're screwed. They're going to give up a few big plays here and there that could flip the field, or um, like a turnover on downs or a punt versus 7 points.
Yeah,
So I think that's going to be huge. I think Bryce is actually going to be a little bit more poised in this game, mainly because it's still in the state of Michigan. I know it's going to be at Michigan State,
there'll be a lot
but
of
I still
Michigan
think
fans there though.
there'll be a lot of Michigan fans there, and I think um, just being in his home state, maybe like doesn't create any
Yeah.
other type of like nervousness or anything.
Hmm.
I guess I don't know. So I still think he stays poised. I think Michigan's able to run the ball. I think they'll probably break one, especially if Justice Haynes is playing. Um, I think they keep it pretty balanced though in terms of play calling. I don't think it's going to be too heavy of a run. I think they're going to mix in some of the quick RPOs. I think they move the ball. Like I don't I don't see them not moving the ball against
It's
Michigan
about
State's defense.
it's about turning those moving the ball though into touchdowns though, because if they
Yep,
do
that's
kick
what I
field goals,
yeah.
like they're going to keep Michigan State in the game.
Yep. In this type of game, Michigan has to come out there and just bury them in the first half.
Yep. Yeah, I
Well,
agree.
if you can do that, you'll take the crowd right out of it, and then it's your game.
Hmm.
Just like kind of how it was 2 years ago. Um, there was like no energy after in that stadium after like the first quarter and a
Yeah.
half.
Yeah. That I
You got
mean,
to do that
yeah.
again.
Well, I don't.
So
Those are two totally different teams, but yeah.
I know they are. I know they are. I'm just
But yeah,
saying,
no,
like
I get. I mean, Michigan State. They're number
you,
one. They're down on the. Everybody's down on the program. Number two, we're a
yeah,
bunch of fair weather fans that
uh-huh.
the students don't stay, the fans don't stay. I mean, there's probably. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's
And I also think
35% Michigan fans, if not more. There, like
I
it's
think there's going to be more juice in the fans though because Michigan State, like they can win this game, like they can win
yeah.
it compared to the
But
2 years ago.
yes, but what I'm saying is, if the first quarter's bad, they're not like that juice is
Yeah,
going to be completely out. Like if they're down
yeah,
14-0 after the first quarter, like it's a wrap
uh,
for the fans. It's a
yeah.
wrap for Kyle.
Depending how it ends, I
Michigan
know.
State
Depending on how
fans
the
are
quarter ends, if they're driving or not,
yeah. I'm assuming that it's that
that's the
Michigan
only
has the
way they'll
ball or
stay.
something. Yeah.
Okay, all right, yeah,
Okay, at the very least, Michigan's up 2 touchdowns, getting the ball to come out of half. Like it's a
hmm
wrap for the
yeah,
fans in
yeah.
the fans sense.
So yeah, and on defensively, other than like how Michigan's going to be aggressively when it comes to that, like how do they do tackling in space,
Hmm.
one-on-one situations? They did it really well against Nebraska, sucked to get it against USC, kind of didn't do bad against Washington. So yeah, just make Michigan State one-dimensional and pin your ears back.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
that's how they win this game.
Um. Yeah. In terms of Michigan State, I mean, it's like I said last week or 2 weeks ago about Childs. Like he has made improvements, but it hasn't been where we need it to be or where everybody thought he was going to be. And this is a game where you need him to make like come out and show us, who he can be. Like we need Aiden
No
Childs.
turnovers, take care of the
Yeah,
ball.
well, not even that, but we need him to be the Aiden Childs that we were, promised when he was coming here. Like oh my God, this guy's like a super talented,
Yeah.
like possible dark horse Heisman at some point quarterback.
Or
Like
even the Aiden Childs from the first 3 games.
I mean,
yeah, I
he's
mean that's
been
different. I mean he's kind of been that
I
though. Like
understand that,
I'm
but he's still
so
doing.
the pressure's been he's been getting
yeah,
pressured way more and hit a lot more the
yeah.
last 3 games than the first three. And
It's
that
about
matters.
yeah, it's about making plays. About because when he did get pressured in those other games, he scrambled out of it. You're playing against harder competition; it's harder to do that. But make those plays. Be a hero. Play hero ball with Nick Marsh. Just make this the Nick Marsh Aiden Childs game that everybody remembers. Type of thing. But that's what we need. I mean, we need Aiden Childs to do it. Um, that's kind of like the big thing. And then obviously the offensive line needs to hold their own. They have to.
Can Michigan State play good football for 4 quarters?
Yeah. And
If they
we've
can, they
Or
got a
at least
yeah.
shot.
3.5.
But
Their quarters.
Michigan just needs to just come in there with the attitude to just dominate.
Yeah.
Like you're still our little brother, bro.
All right, we don't need any of that. That's old stuff.
I'm just saying that's the
Coach D
attitude they gotta have.
put that to rest. I can't stand that. I also can't stand I even hate the little sister stuff even more. Um,
That one I just don't understand.
well, it's just
Just
what else are you supposed to say?
canonically, it doesn't make sense.
No, but
Yeah, you just say something that doesn't
that's
even make
rivalries,
sense.
bro. That's rivalries. Again, I said I don't like it, but
I know.
I do think Michigan State has a chip on their shoulder right now, though.
yeah,
Just because you've lost, the last, what was it, 3?
3, yep,
2,
3.
3. You've lost your last 4 games. You're 0-4 in the conference. Like you have to go out there and prove something
Yeah, this is your Super Bowl.
to everybody. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
you
is.
win. You
Yeah.
win this game. People might not be on the coaching staff or like be like into the coaching staff, but like the players will be remembered. Like your game to make a name for yourself for Spartan history.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I agree with everything you've said. We got anything
I
else, or do you
also
want to kind of okay go?
I got a couple more things. I could see this being a punt fest. Like especially if
No,
All right.
Michigan's offense isn't clicking,
no.
and Michigan State probably won't be able to move the ball super well.
Michigan
Maybe
State's
outside of
defense
their
is not
first.
good enough. I don't think their defense is good enough.
USC's defense isn't like a world beater, and they didn't do well against them.
They're way better than Michigan State.
Kyle, Michigan State has not. They put up like 13 points against UCLA, and they put up like 31 against USC. Like it's not like Michigan State's offense isn't that great either, and they were able to put up points against that defense, and Michigan wasn't. I'm just saying it's not. I'm not saying their defense is good. I'm just saying if, like Ben said, if Michigan's offense isn't clicking, there's a way that this could be a punt fest. I don't think it's going to happen. I agree with you, but
Like,
And
it's
then,
got to be not clicking for a few drives, and I don't see that happening.
all it
well,
takes
I
is
could see like
all
the
it
whole
takes is an
first quarter.
incompletion on the first pass. Then they're running the
I,
ball, and you stuff them there, and it's 3rd and 10.
I'm just saying.
Okay, this is the thing that you do though. You always accuse us. You're fixating on one thing. Ben didn't say it's gonna happen. He said it could happen. If this were to happen, he could see it.
Anyways, I would really like to see some creativity from both Jonathan Smith and Brian Lindgren. Um, whether it's trick plays or just doing.
Oh, those are definitely coming out.
You haven't seen any trick plays from this staff, really.
They're saving it for their Super Bowl.
Even last year, you had nothing. Like there's
Oh,
really, it's meat and potatoes.
they ran a
Um,
they ran a flea flicker
Also,
last year. Look it
you
up.
can't you
that's
can't say this is our Super Bowl. We can say it. You can't. Go Ben.
I'd also like to see maybe a fake punt.
I don't know. I'm not huge on fake punts.
I mean, I'm just saying, like
Yeah,
we haven't seen anything like that. Coach D, is few and far between,
yeah, but yeah,
but he ran them. You
yeah,
have to keep the punt team on their toes.
yeah.
But I'm sure Michigan will be expecting one, even though
Mm-hmm.
there's been no sign of a fake punt ever. But I don't know.
That's when you get them.
I want to see some fight. Like your back's up against the wall. How do you get away from all this pressure? I want to see some fight from the coaching staff and the players to kind of show that they're not done. They're not laying down for the season. Go out and just
Yeah.
ball, man. Put your nuts on the line.
Ball.
This is the season. Nothing else matters.
At this point, yeah. Be nice to have something else matter, but we haven't been there in a while.
Playing for the state championship.
Anything else before we get into what teams got to do to win? No. All right, Kyle. I'll start with you. What does Michigan State have to do to win the game?
Turn Michigan over. Control the line of scrimmage.
You think if they do those two things, they win?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say so.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with those two. I mean, we have to force we have to force a turnover or two. We also can't turn the ball over ourselves. If we shoot ourselves in the foot once, it could be over right there. One thing I think it's kind of like what does Michigan not have to do to lose, but I think we got to get lucky and have Michigan have some penalties, whether it's false starts, whether it's holding. Just put them behind the sticks on offense. I think that's going to be big. So if Michigan can not do that, that's a key for them to win. But the other thing is they gotta convert when they get inside like the 30. They have to score a touchdown. If they're kicking field goals, they got no shot. They got to be aggressive down there as well on fourth downs and stuff. And then I think, like you said, obviously the turnovers and controlling the line of scrimmage. I think you have to make Michigan beat you. Make them beat you passing the ball, which is very, very easy to do with our defense, but force them to pass the ball. Don't let them run all over you. Because if they do that, everything's open. But if you can somehow stop the run just a little bit and make them throw it more, I think that's, heading into the right direction. You got anything else to add, Ben?
Yeah, I mean, I'll keep it simple. They have to score more points. Keep
Thanks.
up with them. Keep up with them on offense.
Yeah.
I mean, if their offense does get out to a hot start, your offense has to be able to answer,
Yeah.
and you can't have 3-and-outs and punt the ball away and give it right back. You have to be able to be efficient on offense and score points.
Yep. I agree. Ben, what does Michigan have to do to win the game? Or not do, in my case?
They have to, man.
I think
Trying
it's
to
pretty.
figure out how to.
I think it's pretty simple for them.
Stop the pass.
I think
They
it's.
stop the passing game. Michigan State's got nothing.
I think it's as simple as this. If they win the turnover battle, even if it's just 1-0, or if you count turnover on downs, they will win the game. I think if they don't turn the ball over with Michigan State's how bad Michigan State's defense is, you're probably going to score at least like 27. And then it's just Michigan State not, like your defense is good enough to not let them score 27. That's how simple it is. But to give it, like I said, the penalties thing, if you don't get behind the chains where you're not, passing the ball you take your way, your run game, those are probably if they do both of those things, I think it's pretty, I think they could.
I think it's going to be pretty simple. If Michigan controls and just shows a dominance on the offense and defensive line, Michigan State will crumble.
I don't know
Yeah.
about crumble, but
I mean, Michigan State hasn't had good lines all year.
yeah.
They didn't really.
I was gonna say it comes down.
What?
I'm gonna say it comes down to the front four on
Yeah.
Michigan's defense. If they can make Childs uncomfortable, stop the run. I mean, you may not have to even get your linebackers involved,
Yeah.
and then they're in coverage. So if they can do that, it's looking good for them.
All right. Anything else for keys for Michigan for a Michigan win? All right. For the first time, we're going to do a score prediction. I need score predictions. Who wants to go first? Or do you want me to go first? Ben, you
I'll
go
take
first.
it. 31-24 Michigan. I think Michigan State covers, maybe backdoor. I know I've got a feeling Jonathan Smith knows the spreads and he likes to cover spreads.
He's done it one time.
Twice, Oregon. Last year, he covered the spread with the last second field goal down like 20 something.
Oh, all right.
But I mean,
yeah,
I could see it being closer than what Vegas is saying right now at 14.5.
Kai, what do you got?
Yeah, I got 31-24.
17-38. Michigan.
What changed? I feel like in the beginning of the last Tuesday episode, you said you thought it'd be close.
Has the potential to be, yeah. That's just my score prediction.
All right. I'm going 28-27 Michigan State.
Wow.
Why not?
Come on, you're supposed to
Nah.
pick Michigan. It could be a clean sweep and we get that
Yeah.
reverse jinx. didn't get the memo, I guess.
It's either going to be that or I kind of agree with Kyle's scenario. I don't think if Michigan unless Michigan State wins, I don't think Michigan State covers.
If it's close, it's Michigan State winning.
Yeah.
If
If not, I
Michigan,
think
if it's
Michigan
not,
blows them out.
yeah.
That's my homer pick though. If I'm really being realistic, if I had to bet on it on like DraftKings or something, I'd probably pick like 38. I think there's a chance Michigan State. I'm going to say I'm going to go 38-13 instead of 17. No, I'll go 34-17. 34-17, that's my pick, Michigan. And 28-27 Michigan State.
The old double dip.
Yeah. All right. Now we're gonna do our favorite moments. Get us jacked up for the weekend. Ben, we'll go. I guess we'll just do a round. You go first, then we'll go Kyle, then we'll go me. Just pick one. What's your favorite Michigan State moment?
Man,
Or
I have a
game?
list, but now I'm kind of going a different way. I think I'm gonna go with when Michigan State held Michigan to negative 48 rushing yards.
That's a good one. Yep. That's the low. I was just reading about the rivalry.
Against Taylor Lewan's candy ass.
Yeah. That was their lowest point total in the series since '67. It's the fewest rushing yard game for Michigan in its entire history. Yeah, it was a good game for Michigan State. Devin Gardner just couldn't. He was in hell, absolute hell. He couldn't do anything. He tried, but he couldn't do anything. Kyle, what about you?
Um,
Now Michigan
I
doesn't
think
really
it's
have
like
as many moments because a lot of times
no, it's the Braylon Edwards game.
yeah. I know I'm not. I meant like
Yeah, I remember that. No, I know,
yeah.
but I
I
remember
remember
that
that
one.
too. I
Like that
painted my
was
hair green for that for
that
some
was dope.
reason. That was what year was that? That would have been
2004, five, something, four, three, no, four,
yeah. It was in Ann Arbor. It was a
maybe.
triple overtime, right?
Yeah, it was an overtime.
Yeah,
Yeah,
2004 Halloween
four.
Eve.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
the
Mm.
97th meeting. Um,
The
Who
97th
won it?
meeting.
Michigan has won all of the big. No, Michigan State won the 50th. Um, my favorite or one of my favorite memories, probably. I probably have to go with the. I mean, I gotta go with one of them that I was on the sideline for. October 7th, 2017, 14-10, Michigan State won in an absolute monsoon. Wasn't a great game, but I think that was the first year that Michigan did Mr. Brightside, and it was we were winning. They were blaring it. It was
Yeah, it
pouring,
might have
so it
been.
just kind of like that's when I hear that song. That's what I remember, like being on the sideline when we're winning. It was absolutely downpouring. That comes with Justin Lane choke thing. Brian Lewerke ran one
Oh,
in and then had a screen pass to Madrid. But yeah, that's one of my favorite ones.
Did you work that game?
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
he said he was on the
Yeah.
sideline.
Kyle, or we'll go back to
Back to
Ben. We'll
me.
go back to Ben. I'm giving you
I'll
two more
also
though, Kyle.
I'll also take one that I was on the sideline
Got
for, and
two
that's the
more.
2021 game with the Kenneth Walker 5 touchdowns to beat Michigan, even though they stole all our signs. But no, I just remember being on the sideline and just kind of thinking Michigan. I mean, we were down. I can't remember what the score was, but we were down a couple scores. I was like, this one kind of just feels over, and they just came pouncing back, and
Yep.
then just completely with College Game Day being there,
That
Barstool
was a
being
super
there,
fun game to
Big
be.
Noon,
Yeah.
Big Noon
Yeah,
kickoff
Do
being
you
there. The
that was
atmosphere
hype.
was amazing. It
do you
was
think?
amazing.
I think honestly that might have.
I had such great seats for that game.
I
That's
th-
like the
yeah.
yeah, that was great. It was
I,
just so aesthetic. I don't know with their yellow pants. I don't know. It was nice.
I think that was one of the best like football games I watched. Like this, like in terms
Hmm.
of like it was a good football game. Obviously, we won. It makes it a little better, but just in terms, the atmosphere was good. Um, Michigan went up early. Michigan State came back. Michigan had a chance at like it was just like everything you want in a college football game that had it. That was a great game. Yep.
And then being
Kyle.
able to celebrate in the locker room, the home locker room after was
Yeah.
very fun.
What do you got, Kyle?
I'm gonna say like it's a moment because I was at this game. The touchdown happened in my end zone. Like it was the game. It was the Devin Bush game. Um, went to the game. We got called out because of the freaking thunder or lightning, and then we got to come back in. It was sunny, and then it ended up snowing at the end of the
Oh
game.
yeah, that was
Um, and
2016.
then 16, yep. And the moment is the Donovan Peoples Jones
That might have been
go
19.
route. Donovan Peoples Jones go route, and he does the pose in the end zone. It was like right in front of me. It was pretty cool. It was fun. Now it's like used all over the place
Yeah,
for Michigan.
dude thinks he invented it. Um,
No, I know. I'm just saying, like
I know.
it was just a cool moment. I
No,
don't
I
know.
agree. No, I agree. I
That stood
mean,
out to me.
speaking of moments, I mean, I have to pick it.
I
It's got
know.
to be
I
the
think
trouble
if I
with the
know what it
snap
is.
game.
Yeah,
Another one
I
I was on the
know.
sideline for. If you didn't know, I had to move the trophy back from Michigan's locker room into Michigan State's locker room. There's a story about it. I'm not mentioned, but I did it. Um, well, the big wooden base that I couldn't move by myself. But yeah, I mean, I have a question. So I was listening to the radio this morning, and they were talking about like what's the most iconic game or moment or whatever. It has to be like would you say this is the most iconic game? I guess.
Because it is in the era of social media. Yes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the clock gate game too is another big one.
That's what. So that the two other mentioned was the clock gate and then also Braylon Edwards. But John Jansen was like,
Hmm.
no, if you're unbiased, like it's the trouble with the snap game, just because like. And then someone else like, as
Yeah.
another Michigan fan, he's like, yeah, like I don't. He's like, I don't understand why this doesn't get enough love as terms of like crazy college football. It's. I think it's the
Yeah.
kick six happened that year. Might have even been the same weekend.
Was it really?
It might have been the weekend. I don't know, but it was. I know it was the same year.
That was the same year?
Pretty sure.
I thought that was a lot earlier.
But yeah, I mean, I have to go with that. Obviously, improbable. Let me go to the college football playoff. So still, still crazy watching that. I mean, just nuts. But yes, Kyle.
Kick six was 2013.
Yeah, 2013. No, it was 20. No, I guess it wasn't then. It was 2015. Um, but yeah, since we had four, you only had two. If you got another one or no?
Oh, I didn't come up with another one.
I mean, it is harder for
Um,
Michigan because they don't have as many moments because they're typically either the favorites kicking the shit out of us or they lose.
Right. When they win, it's not a
When
close game.
Michigan State hasn't beaten a Michigan has not beaten an 8-win Michigan State team, I think, in the history of the rivalry. At the end
That's
of the year.
crazy.
At the end of the year. Like if we lose to Michigan, we're guaranteed to only have 7 or less wins. But if you don't have one, it's
like
fine.
one that sticks out, but it's not necessarily like a moment. Like it's not like a good like it was one my first like Michigan State game I went to, 2010 and at the big house. Um, you went with you and Dad.
Yep.
T
I
Rob,
remember
shout out
this.
Bay City, had that pick. Um, Michigan ended up losing, which sucked. But other like games would
What was the first Michigan game you went to? Or first Michigan
Michigan
State game?
might have been both.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that.
He didn't have anybody to take him to Michigan games like we did.
Yeah, well,
True,
at
but
that point,
still.
I was at more Michigan State games. I
Yeah,
probably went to like 3 or 4 with like Rob and Uncle Pat and like everybody. So,
yeah,
um,
Shout out them.
yep. Yeah, I mean,
but never was a Michigan State game. So,
yep. I mean, even the nothing beats going to this game. I mean, I guess maybe you would say Ohio State, but just in
I
terms
haven't
of
been. Well, I have been to one of those, but not a good one of them.
the in terms of the atmosphere and everything, I mean, even when we were lost 49-0, like the beginning of the game, we were energized. We had the black uniforms. Harlan Barnett was the coach. Like it had a little bit of juice, but like
People
obviously,
fighting in headlocks in the stands.
yeah, 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 never again. Uh,
I was in the bathroom for that. I wish I was there.
yeah, Kelsey doesn't. But yeah, yeah, that's I mean, that is the one thing I don't like that coming out of this game is the people that the assholes on both sides that
Hmm.
either A have to rub it in or B get salty because the other team kicked the shit out of you. It's like you gotta take your medicine and also you can talk shit, but there's sometimes people cross lines and that's also not okay. But at the same time, just, it's a football game. Does it really matter? No.
Yeah, like telling people their breath stinks.
I don't know this story.
It's
That's
the
what
same one
started
you already
it.
mentioned.
Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah, yeah.
That guy went to Grand Valley though, the Harvard of the Midwest. Um,
Shout out.
Looking
yeah.
it up.
All right. Anything else before we kick it over to do our picks?
Go blue.
Yeah,
Go green.
go white. All right, we'll do our picks now. Give me a second
Yeah.
to pull
Oh,
everything
yeah.
up.
Our picks.
Yep.
Damn. I better find some bets.
Yeah, you better.
Find some real winners.
Yeah. Dinger.
Whoa, what the
Got
heck?
one that I kind of like.
This is a tough week, I think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy, I'm gonna do. Oh fuck.
All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
I was super close last week to having the perfect weekend.
Close only counts in
I
horseshoes and
know.
hand
The only
grenades.
game I lost was I was stupid
I
and
was so
picked.
close
Well,
too.
we all did. I picked the Jets over the Panthers. Um, I did update our percentage, so this is our
Oh boy.
percentages. Kyle's not doing so hot. Um,
Is this for all of them or
this is
just
for all of them.
for?
So this is all the pick'ems. So both NFL and college. This is for all the gambling
Okay.
picks that we give out. And this is the total between the two of us. None of our you should
The
if you're
two of them.
fading us in the gambling picks, you are a
You're
winner.
winning, man. Winning
But
money.
don't let us get hot. Don't let us get hot. So all right. So for this week,
All it
week
takes is one.
Kill my pick'ems. Holy
week
smokes.
week 9.8, week 9 of college football, week 8 in NFL. The first game we have Vanderbilt home against Missouri. Vanderbilt's a 2.5 point favorite. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Ben, what do you
You
got
don't
on
have
this game?
Michigan State on here?
I thought about doing it, to be honest. But then
I've
I feel like we'd
I've got
all to pick
Vandy.
Michigan, but Ben's going Vandy.
Yep. Give me Diego Pavia, man.
Kyle, what do you got?
I got Vandy as well. It's a night
Yeah.
game, right?
No, it's 3:30. Sorry, I forgot to say that. 3:30.
Oh shit.
You want to change your pick?
No.
I don't know what to do with this one. I
I
mean,
was going to
It
say,
was
aren't
tough.
you going?
I want to change my answer because you guys both picked Vandy, but I'm not going to. I'm going Vandy as well. Unfortunately, I mean I go with what I go with, Ben. You know, I don't want to
I
change it
know.
just
I know.
because I write them down. That's what I
Kyle
get.
doesn't.
I know.
Kyle could have went Mizzou.
Yeah, we just gotta go Kyle all the games. Kyle, what do you got? Illinois or Washington?
Yeah,
Let
there
me
we
see.
go.
Hold on.
Oh,
I'll
this
pull
one
out.
I actually have. Fuck,
We
I
got
didn't realize this
Washington
was.
is at home. It's a 3:30 game. Washington's a 4-point favorite.
I'll spoil one of my freaking bets. Washington -4. I think they win. I think they come back home. They get a good win here. I think they're a really solid team still.
Yeah, I think people are gonna be down on them, but I think people
Go
are
ask for
still
your
down on Illinois. I know they're ranked 23rd, but I think people are down on them after the Indiana game. I don't think they're that bad. I'm going Illinois.
Me too. Almost the same rationale there. But it is an East Coast team going out to the West Coast, so
Oh boy, I hope Washington wins, eh?
Okay, I have a question.
What?
No, never mind. This next game we got Texas A&M at LSU. Texas A&M is a 2.5-point favorite. Kyle, what do you got on this one?
You know what? I think LSU gets this one done. They need it. A&M, I think, are they unblemished still?
Yep,
No.
they're ranked third in the. It goes Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M.
Yeah. I don't see them running the table. I think they slip up here. I think they're a really good team still, but I think they slip up on the road at LSU.
Yep, and for that reason, Death Valley at night, 7:30. I'm also going LSU.
Brian Kelly can't win big games. Give me A&M.
All right. Gambling picks. Gambling picks.
You can
Ben
put
or
my
Kyle?
Washington -4 in
Yep.
there.
Okay. We weren't in that section.
I know. I'm just
Washington
reminding you.
-4. Kyle is taking against Illinois at home, 3:30, I think. Ben, do you got a game?
I sure do. Give me BYU plus 2.5. I kind of like their money line too, but for this I'm doing spread.
I was thought about putting that on the whatever you call it, but decided against it. Another game that I was thinking about putting on here, I think we should have. South Florida, USF at
Yeah.
Memphis. Huge game for playoff implications. Memphis is a 6-point home underdog. They are I think they're undefeated in USF's. No, I think they both have one loss, but it's a huge game for the playoff. I'm going USF -6. Kyle, you got a second game?
Wow.
Yes. Actually, sticking to another game that we picked. A&M LSU over 49.5.
Mm.
Nice, Ben. Actually, I'll go. Trying to see. I was trying to think of a cool way to say this, but I'm going against the fighting Bill Belichick's Tar Heels. I'm going Virginia
No.
Thought of it.
That's a good one. I thought about that one too.
minus
I
10
might
and a
tell.
half
I'll
at
probably
North
tell you.
Carolina. Ben, last pick. Round us out.
I don't normally like doing this, but I'm going Oregon minus 31.5.
Holy
Oof,
smokes! Who are they playing?
They are playing someone that is not very good.
Penn
Playing
State.
Wisconsin.
And that team is Wisconsin. That's right. Sorry, I had to try and filibuster as I was looking it up.
I was scrolling. I went past it. All
Jesus
right, those are our
Did you seriously just say that? God damn it.
filibuster.
called expanding your vocabulary, brother.
No, it's like it's perfectly done. It's just I never would have expected you to say that.
All right.
That's that
Now,
Michigan State education.
sure.
No.
Now to the NFL. First game we got. There's not a lot of great games this week. A lot of big spreads. First game, San Francisco 49ers at Houston Texans. Texans are favored by 1.5, 1 o'clock on Sunday. I'll go first here. I keep riding them. Gonna keep riding them. 49ers.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do the Bears. Oh wait, no, that's for the picks.
Yeah,
later.
yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
I got the Niners as well. I'm backing you on that one.
Ben?
Hopefully this doesn't turn out like the Jets because I've got Niners as well.
All right. Second game. We got the Dallas Cowboys at the Denver Broncos. The Broncos are a 3.5-point favorite.
See,
Ben,
this
you go
is the
first.
game.
I'm first.
Yep.
Ass white.
The the Cowboys looked very good last week, but I'm going Broncos. I think Sean Payton will get on their ass and kind of get them ready for this game.
Kyle, what were you going to say?
So this is a game that can go either way. Like the Cowboys offense,
Good.
Clicking.
they can score. They're clicking. They can score.
Best on
But the
best.
Broncos are just finding ways to freaking win.
But their offense has
So
not
like this
looked
is
good.
one. No, but the Cowboys defense isn't much,
No.
out there. So I think they
Good
might
on
be able to
good,
find a
good on
way.
good versus bad on
They
bad.
might be able to find a way to get something clicking. And I think that's what's that's what happens up there in Mile High City. I think the Broncos find movement with the ball, and I think their defense makes enough stops to win the game.
I'm going Broncos as well. I just don't believe in the Cowboys are a lot better than people thought, but it's hard
Last time the
it's hard to
Cowboys
really
went on the
believe
road
in
and played a
them.
team with similar colors of the orange and blue, they looked like ass. So
The Bears?
I do have a
history
question.
itself.
What?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the reports that the Cowboys are asking about Max
George Pickens?
Crosby? They're inquiring to trade for Max Crosby, but they just had Micah Parsons.
I think Micah Parsons didn't they had chances to sign him and he wouldn't sign the contract. So now you know what you're getting. Now Max is under contract. You know what you're getting.
Yeah.
I'm not it's funny, but
I
at the
haven't
same
heard
time,
that, but
if you don't play ball, if Micah Parsons isn't playing ball with Jerry Jones, and vice versa, then then it got to a point where the relationship was broken. I don't think they wanted to get rid of him because of the player he is. It's just they kind of had to with everything that happened. But all right. Sunday Night Football. We have the ugliest jerseys in America making an appearance. The Pittsburgh Steelers are
the frickin' Packers.
throwbacks. The Packers are wearing all white because the Steelers are wearing yellow helmets.
Is that the Bumblebees?
No.
It's like the old one.
worse.
It's like here.
I'll have to Google it.
I'll Google it right now. Oops, I'm spelling it.
Stutters.
These are the ones. You see them?
Go to images.
The pants are what's ugly.
Yeah.
I like that. I kind of dig
It
that.
it kind of gives some Packer vibes a little bit.
Yes, they look like the Packers, and they're playing the Packers. I don't want this
Coincidence?
to happen, but I'm going the Packers.
Jordan Love's going to be thinking he's throwing it to a Packer helmet.
Yep.
He's going to throw a key pick.
So you're going the Steelers?
Yeah, I think Rodgers gets his revenge, maybe.
Thank goodness, Kyle. Thank goodness.
I've been funny if we all picked the same for everything. That'd have been awesome.
I think the Packers are the way better team, but
hey, it's any given Sunday, especially prime time.
Yep.
Aaron Rodgers, come on now.
Micah Parsons, prime time on the road.
For shizzle my nizzle. All right. Gambling picks. I'll start off. I'm going the Buffalo Bills -7 against the Panthers.
Thought about it, or actually looked at it.
So what are you going with then?
Oh, Ben looked like he was going.
Whoever.
You got it. I guess I'll go. Bucks -4.5 against the Saints.
Good one.
At the Saints.
Thought about that one as well. But Honolulu flew.
Yeah.
I have
They came out with the
the
vaccine for that. It's not a thing anymore.
staying with one of our pick'em games, Dallas Cowboys against Denver Broncos over 50.5.
And you
I think
really like that
each
Cowboys
I,
offense.
I think each team gets theirs, but Denver comes out victorious.
Ben, what do you got for game 2?
I've also got an over. Dolphins Falcons over 45.5.
Oh, my man, let's go.
What's the number?
44.5 is what I have. 44.5.
Kyle, what about you?
I have one from that game as well, but it's the ATL Falcons -7.5.
Do you think with the hook? Screw it. Doing it again.
The Bears.
I was gonna pick the Bucks, but I'm changing it. I'm going with the Bears. +6 against the Ravens.
Oh yeah, that's actually really good. I think. But
I
is
hope it
Lamar?
loses.
Lamar must be back.
Lamar's
He's
supposed to be.
practicing.
Yeah, they had a bye week, and I think he's supposed to be playing.
Yeah,
But,
he must be back if that's the
yeah.
line. There's no way in hell.
But yeah,
Well, you
those
don't
are
like Cooper Rush?
Did they? He's been booty.
those are our
The
picks.
Central Michigan Wolverine.
What does
Huh?
that mean? I don't get that.
I mean,
Hold on, I forgot to do this on that joke.
All right.
all right, that was good.
Oh,
All right, fellas. We got anything else? Other news in the Detroit world? Well,
yeah.
what?
I got something that's kind of relative to why I think this is funny. Kansas City Chiefs had this is a tweet that I'm looking at. Kansas City Chiefs had a tweet from November 22nd, 2020 that says it's a picture of Patrick Mahomes flexing. It says always bet on red. And then somebody quote tweeted it with a picture of a Tom and Jerry cartoon with Jerry pointing to FBI cats walking in the door, like saying, "Go get them."
That's funny. Yeah, they need to. Speaking of that, it's a good segue. Our beloved Chauncey Billups is in a big
Allegedly.
alleged gambling ring with the mafia. Not great news for
Allegedly.
him. Yep, it's alleged. Said that.
I did get a tweet from somebody that kind of knows him, or not a tweet, but I did see a tweet from somebody that knows him that says Chauncey Billups is a good man, so
I saw that too.
expect him to get out of this.
In a weird way, I'm happy this has nothing to do with basketball, or hope it's not like gambling related with basketball, just because I feel like that tarnished his legacy. Where this is just like, being stupid.
Crazy.
But it's a lot different. His legacy, and he just got elected to the Hall of Fame. Like his legacy is a lot different if his is like he's gambling on the games he's coaching. So I'm glad it's not that.
That could be the case though too. From some, I don't know. I've seen like mixed.
Well, not from him.
I haven't
That's
seen
Terry.
anything like that.
Allegedly, it's Terry Rozier, and
Well, I've also seen stuff saying like he could have had a part in like how many player minutes that some of his players get and stuff like that too.
I saw that too. But I don't know. I don't know how much validity.
But I don't know
We'll see.
yeah. I'm just
Hopefully,
saying it's all possible right now. Nobody knows what's going on really.
yeah. But speaking of that, the Pistons had their first game Wednesday, lost against the
Horrible
Chicago
showing of Duncan
Bulls.
Robinson.
Yeah, Robinson went over. Need him to, he was the playoff. We got him to replace Malik Beasley, but he replaced the playoff Malik Beasley. The guy that didn't know, that no showed in the playoffs. So we need him to step up a little bit. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's still a young team. But I don't know. What are your expectations for them? You have
I expect playoffs again.
yeah.
They
I
should
want
get
them
there.
to. I want them to get a 6 seed or high. I don't want them to be in a playoff or the playing game. As long as they make the 6 seed or higher, I'm happy with. Even if it's the same as last year, where they get the 6 seed, they have just as many wins. I think that's the goal
Right.
this year. Because they have a team.
Yeah.
Obviously, showed them last year. We have a team that can win a playoff series. I mean, they shot themselves in the foot so many times last year. But other Detroit news with the Red Wings, they played Wednesday night, lost
they're on right now too.
to the Sabres 4-2. Didn't look great. And then today, as we're recording this, we're down 4-0. So we're all high on the Red Wings, and I don't know. It seemed to be fool's gold for the Red Wings. But it's hockey. I mean, whatever. I mean, I don't know. These are two teams that you needed to get at least a win between one of them, and you got 0. So bad. But long seasons, I guess, ahead from them.
Yeah. It's not like football where each game is extremely important.
Mm-hmm.
At least college football. NFL is a little less important per game, but
yeah. Another thing I have is I failed to mention last week how Michigan State beat Boston in hockey twice. They reclaimed the number 1 spot. But I think it's also pretty cool that Michigan State's number 1, Western's number 2, and Michigan's number 3. The top 3 teams in the
Michigan's
state,
up 1,
and they were winning against. They're playing Western this weekend, today, tomorrow. I don't know.
They're
today,
up 2-0 after 2.
Yeah. So I'm assuming they'll probably win that game. But yeah, pretty cool that the top three teams in the state are all from Michigan. So hopefully that keeps it rolling. And then on the college news, basketball is also starting up. So we'll have to get into that a little bit too. Maybe on the bye week where Michigan State share, which I think is in 2 weeks.
That's next weekend.
No, I think it's.
So they share both of share both of their bye weeks.
I thought it was 2 weeks.
No, yeah, it's got to be 2 weeks. There's no way they play 2 games and have another bye.
Oh, it's possible. There's a team this year I think that had bye 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks. It's the weekend of the 7th or 8th.
So that weekend maybe we'll do a college basketball preview. Or not really a preview, but just our thoughts. Because Michigan's supposed to be pretty good. It seems like they don't have a lot of depth, but they have a lot of good players. That Michigan State's bringing back a lot and everything. So
Michigan should score the ball, and that's for damn sure.
So we'll see. You guys got anything else?
Until they get the Big Ten play again.
I feel like that's been Michigan the last couple of years. It's like they'll put up 100 points in a game, and they'll get into the Big Ten, and
the beginning of the year.
Yeah. But any more random news before we get out of here?
What about the G League players coming back to NCAA? Or having the ability to.
I think it's a lot of people were dunking on Izzo. Like, I don't know, it's just trolls or
what. No, Izzo's saying what we're all thinking.
But but then Dan Hurley came out and agreed. Bill Self came out and agreed.
He retweeted it, I think.
They all quote tweeted it.
Dan Hurley did something.
Yeah, he quote tweeted it. There was 5, 6, 7, 8 like high profile coaches that all were like, yeah, we agree. But the funny thing is, a lot of these guys are all recruiting those people. But then Tom Izzo's the one that's not. So I was like, "Do you really agree?" But it's.
I mean, if they allow you to do it, why not do it?
No, I get it.
The integrity of the game.
Yeah, it's kind of sad the way college sports as we know it, like we grew up with, is dead.
Oh, that's been dead for a while.
I know, but this is also like the fact that you can go pro and then come back is even like another step. Like paying players.
Why did he go pro? Did he go pro?
G League is technically a pro
Or did he come out of,
organization. He just
college or high school? He
he
doesn't
came out of
have.
high school, but the G League is
Yeah.
professional. But he did not declare for
Mhm.
the draft. That's why I think he's allowed to do it or something. I don't know, but it's still
I mean,
crazy in my
is
mind.
that much different than playing pro overseas? You know what I mean?
Yeah. The one defense I would
Yeah.
have to that, if the guy's under 18, then I
Right.
think he should be able to. But if you're
Brozdakis was like 19 or 20, or he was like 20 when he came in, I
okay, you're
think.
floating with it a little bit, but like this
But if you're like
opens
25,
this opens a lane
but there
for
are people like,
yeah. This opens a lane for
yeah,
someone that's 18 to go out there till they're 22 and be like, hey, actually, I can make money in college doing this too. I'm gonna go back to college. Like it opens a lane for
have
so much
1 year of
more. And
eligibility though.
yes, oh, whatever. I don't know all of that. Maybe what I think what can't happen, but I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. I just wish it was back to how we grew up and players made some money, maybe not the ridiculous amount they make, but at the same time they deserve it. So I speak out of both sides of my mouth when it comes to this. So
It's also how society has grown though.
yeah, yep, true. Anything else?
All I got.
Go blue.
So we got
Go green.
a since the Lions don't play, I'm traveling Sunday, so we won't record it Sunday. So we'll have to record. We'll be putting it out on Monday or on Tuesday as normal. And then next week, Halloween weekend, we're hoping to have one out on Monday for recapping the football games from the weekend. Then one on Tuesday and Friday as well. So, all right. Till then, go green,
Go white.
and we'll
Go
see
blue.
you. We'll see you down the line.
Peace.
Hail to